Mother, what? I'm just dropping off my stuff. No, ma'am, this room is off limits to you today. Mother, bye-bye. Bye-bye. Shit! I cannot believe this. It's just me. Hi there. Francis, what the hell are you doing in my bed? Oh, well, there aren't too many people downstairs and nobody I really know too well, aside from Mama and Daddy and Uncle Reese and Aunt Kitty, so I guess I'm just looking for a friendly face. Under my bed. No. Well, when I heard you coming, I got scared, and I realized I really shouldn't be in here, so I tried to hide from you, Meredith. I hope you can forgive me. Well, sure. It's just that this room is so beautiful. I remember whenever we came to visit when I was little, Tracy still lived in here. You and her and all the other cousins would be having tea parties for her playhouse out back. But I would sneak up here and sit in the middle of this room and pretend it was mine. Of course, I just worshipped her. Tracy, you and everybody else, herself included. That's why I was so thrilled to be in her wedding. Where the hell is it? What are you looking for? I'm trying to find a joint I was saving for this reception. A joint? I know. I have in my jewelry box, and if Tracy took it, that would be just like her. Oh, surely she wouldn't. Oh, surely she would. Take drugs? On her wedding day? Have you noticed how calm she is today? How serene? She's been nervous wrecked for weeks. She had to be hiding. Oh, good Lord. She makes us wear these things on our heads so we all look like a flying nun. I like this hat. Are you serious? Francis, look at yourself in the mirror. You look ridiculous. Well, you look like a lamp. At least you can wear that dress, though. It makes me look like a linebacker. You want one? Oh, no thanks. I don't smoke. I'm a Christian. Oh, wouldn't you know it? We don't have any matches. I mean, I can understand why she would want to be high today just so she could get through this whole ordeal. She could have at least asked. I mean, she just took it. Typical. Thou shalt not covet. Ain't all that stuff about obedience. I was like, Tracy obeys Scott. Believe she already runs that poor boy's life. Tracy's lush and bright. Excuse me while car. Oh God, what? Look, she was in the medicine chest. We're in business now. Oh shit, we still don't have any matches. Mother, I told you my room's off limits today.
Meredith!
Trisha!
Hey!
Do you have any matches?
I might have a lighter.
Oh, thank God, you just saved my life.
Oh, I would have gotten here sooner, but some creep with whom I apparently share some sort of history cornered me in the parking lot, chewed my ear to a bloody stump about how good it was to see me and could we get together again soon. So I said, sure. Did he have $300 just to shut him up?
Trisha, you did not. What'd he say?
He asked if I could wait for him to run to a cash machine.
Hey, Francis. Hi there. How are you doing? I'm fine. Thank you so much for asking.
Oh, Meredith, your mother says she wants you downstairs to greet the guests while she freshens up.
Oh, please. That woman hasn't been fresh over 30 years. While she pops a couple Xanaxes more like it. I could use a couple of those myself. Well, as soon as you find that lighter, we're going to get stoned.
Oh, boy. I haven't been stoned in ages. Promise you won't let me do anything stupid.
Trisha, you can never do anything stupid.
Are you kidding? I looked out over the congregation during the ceremony. It was like half the men I saw I think I might have slept with. God, I dread this reception. Do you think anybody would notice if I left?
Yes, don't you dare leave me here alone.
Oh my God, would you look at me? I look terrible.
You look like $1,000,000 as usual.
I had to put about a gallon of whiteout underneath my eyes this morning. So, Francis, did you enjoy the wedding?
Yes. It was so beautiful. It was ridiculous. Tracy's dress sure was something. Yeah, it was a float.
You gotta hand it to her, though. She carried it off. I could never wear anything like that with a straight face.
She didn't wear it. It wore her. If she had any sense at all, she'd put it on a mannequin and just roll it around the reception, leave herself free and mingle.
I shudder to think how much that thing must have cost.
$6.
That is obscene.
$600? $6,000?
She talked me into designing her invitations for free. She made me go through 8 revisions, and she spent $6,000 on her dress. That is totally obscene. Your poor father must be spending a fortune on his wedding.
Don't you know it? But Daddy put his foot down this time for a change. Said there was no way he was paying $6,000 for a dress she was just going to wear once, so she had to pay for it herself.
Wow, she must be making pretty good money working at Pepsi.
Oh, I guess. She offered to give me an interview over there. I told her I would rather work at McDonald's. I spent my whole life being Tracy Marlowe's little sister. The last thing I'm going to do is work at the same place she does. Trisha, where's that ladder?
It's in there somewhere.
Good Lord, what the hell are you keeping here? Only my entire life. I about died when they knelt down and somebody paid to help me on the soles of Scott's shoes. Oh, I hated that. How could somebody do something so nasty? Wedding is a sacred occasion. Well, I thought it was priceless.
Yeah, I figured you thought that was pretty funny.
I wasn't the one who did it, if that's what you're implying. Wish I had been. Trisha, do you know who did it? Tell me.
I don't know.
You lie.
Meredith, it could have been any one of those overgrown fraternity boys.
I wish I knew which one. I'd give him a blowjob. Think you got enough condoms in here?
Hey, the Boy Scout motto is be prepared.
That's the Boy Scout motto.
Well, then the Girl Scout motto is be extra prepared because chances are the Boy Scout is an irresponsible jerk.
Help me. You, that's tough stakes.
Poor Scott, he turned about 3 shades of red. I think he thought he'd done something wrong.
He did. He married my sister. That's about as wrong as you can get. God, I'm glad I found this joint.
I think Scott and Tracy are a perfect match.
Oh, I do too.
They're both smart, good-looking, and rich.
Really
You
what?
can tell he really loves her.
Yeah, well, any dog loves its master.
Now, Meredith, be nice.
Trisha, don't be such a cheerleader. I'm gonna have fun today. Bad chance. Everybody here is so aggressively normal, it's like the bland leading the blame. I was hoping Scott's lesbian sister would perk things up a bit. She's about as much fun as having your teeth cleaned. Scott's sister is a... And everybody just knows about That was the group. Who else?
Those two flute players who played during the ceremony.
You're kidding.
Nope.
They look just like real women. And then playing in church like that, isn't that kind of sacrilegious?
I don't think you need to worry about it, Francis. Really.
So far, this has been the most candy-ass wedding I've ever been to in my life.
Things better perk up at the reception. I want something really
Sick and screwed up to happen.
to you or to somebody else.
Oh, either way, I don't give a shit.
Well, I bet you won't be disappointed.
Why? What's going on?
Francis, you want some of this?
No, ma'am. I cannot take drugs. I am a Christian.
I'm so sorry.
It's George Ann, isn't it?
What?
I saw her crying during the ceremony.
So, lots of people cry at weddings.
No, this had nothing to do with the wedding. Come on, Tricia, tell me.
Meredith, I don't know. George Ann and I are not that close anymore.
It's Tommy Valentine, isn't it? It's because he's here today.
I seriously doubt it.
Tommy Valentine. I have been trying to think of his name all day. George Ann had a thing with him, too?
About 100 years ago.
God, is there anybody who hasn't done it with him? I guess you're as good looking as he is.
He's not that good looking.
Trisha, he is sweat out loud gorgeous. The man is walking sex. Why else would ever want you to go off the deep end over him?
I never went off the deep end over him.
Right.
I didn't.
I met him once. When Tracy brought him to that family reunion up at Uncle Reese and Aunt Kitty's lake house, he was real nice.
You look me in the eye and tell me you did not have a thing with Tommy Valentine. I did not have a thing with him.
Trisha!
We went out a few times before he and Tracy ever got together. In fact, I was the one who introduced them to each other.
I know.
How do you know everything? You were just a little kid.
I was a smart little kid, and I also happen to be sister to Tracy the Mouse.
Well, then you probably know a lot more than I do.
I didn't know about George Ann and Tommy Valentine.
You stupid fucker! Well, hello there.
Hey, hon.
Please excuse me.
Whoa!
Well, they sure are taking their sweet time setting up that bar out there. Man, I love a good open bar. If I ever get to heaven and there's not an open bar, God's going to have some serious explaining to do to me.
There will most certainly not be any liquor in heaven.
Why, thank you for clarifying that for me, Francis. I'll be sure to bring my own.
Tommy must have said something to get that upset, don't you think?
Meredith, why do you even care?
Maybe it's her husband. I noticed he's not here today. Maybe he's cheating on her.
Oh, Jesus.
I bet he's cheating on her and she just found out. You think?
I think it's none of your damn business. Her life is her life. It's not a source of personal entertainment for you. That's pathetic. Sorry, God. I suppose you've never been through anything you didn't want the whole world to watch.
I said I was sorry to bite my head off.
Well, I am just a little sensitive around that particular issue, since I am the reigning queen of the bad whip.
Oh, Trisha, your reputation is fine.
Meredith, you shouldn't lie if you can't do it any better than that.
I have never heard anybody say one bad thing about you.
Your mother used to habitually refer to me as that little whore.
You're crazy. Mom always loved you.
Meredith, your mother hated my guts. She always did. To this day, she will not look me in the eye.
Why would Mama hate you?
Because she thought I was just the world's worst influence on Tracy. And I was. Just human nature, though, to be a real degenerate every now and then. And you ought to be able to do it without the whole world looking down their nose and acting like it's anything out of the ordinary. Oh, my God. There's the earring.
What?
That cute boy usher with the earring. Oh, him? He's got a cousin. He is a piece of work.
Yeah, you think?
Uh-huh.
My big sister was dating a boy who had an earring, but Mama and Daddy made her break up with him. Frances, your sister's 2 years older than I am. Is she? And she still lets your parents tell her what to do. That's screwed up. Meredith, the Bible says to honor thy father and mother. Well, the Bible also says that eating shellfish is an abomination. That didn't seem to stop you from sucking down lobster biscuit at the rehearsal dinner. What's his name? His name is Trick Davenport, and you know it. Oh, come on, Trisha. He flirted with you through the whole rehearsal dinner.
Yeah, but he never told me his name.
Well, his real name is Griffin Lyle Davenport III.
I think Tripp suits him better. He's got that look, you know.
What look?
That look that makes you feel like you're at a really boring party and you and he are the only ones with drugs. It's the same look Tommy Valentine has.
Yeah, point it out to me.
Oh no, you'd be better off if you never even saw that look. It always leads to more trouble than it's worth.
But you just look at them all out there in their tuxes. They look like a big bunch of birds, you know?
Pigeons, they are humped. Why are men so stupid? Because they're allowed to be.
They are so weird. They're so weird.
Which one do you want?
The only one that doesn't totally gross me out is Frank.
Frank? Really?
I still remember what he wore when he came to pick up Tracy for the Valentine's Day dance day on 8th grade. A white leisure suit with navy blue stripes, a navy blue shirt with a white tie, white belt, white shoes with silver buckles. I thought he was the most gorgeous thing I'd ever seen.
He is handsome.
He's a fag, isn't he?
Well,
Oh, I knew it. What a waste.
Meredith, that's a terrible thing to say about somebody.
I meant it as a compliment.
Calling somebody a waste is not a compliment.
Billy.
What?
He's the one I want.
Scott's little brother?
Francis, he's 15.
I know. Wild woman, aren't you? Yo, hey Georgina. Hey, hon, are you okay? No, I'm all messed up.
What's wrong, Georgina? If you tell us, we won't tell anybody, I swear.
Meredith.
Might do some good to talk about it.
Meredith, why don't you and Francis go out there and see if they got that bar running yet?
Why don't you go look out the window? Fine. You only have to wait for me to put on some different shoes. I'm not wearing those peach-colored Chinese torture devices a minute longer.
Hey, Francis.
Hi there.
Look,
I know we don't know each other at all, but I am sorry you had to see me like this. It's okay. Jesus wept. One of those bartenders, you know, the bald-headed one?
if you flirt with her, he'll give you a bottle of champagne.
I can't do that. Oh, I can. You'll have to drink the champagne, though, because I know you're a Christian.
How do I look? Hideous. You look fine.
Right.
Come on, Francis.
Bye-bye now. Bye-bye now.
Please tell me that this is not about Tommy Valentine.
I was walking down the aisle. First thing I saw was the back of his head. Just jumped right out at me. I recognized that little hair pattern on the back of his neck where the hair starts. You know, where it comes to those two little points and it's darker than the rest. I always thought that was so sexy. And then I looked at him during the ceremony and something about the way the light hit his face just broke my heart. And then, outside, I saw him talking to this total bitch in a navy blue linen dress with absolutely no back. I mean, you could almost see her butt. And he was smiling at her with that smile. You know, that same smile that used to make me feel like I really meant something to him. And then it all came back. Just bang. All those times I sat waiting for his phone call. Me going out of my way to make things convenient for him. Having to take a damn taxi cab to the Women's Health Center that day because it was so cold my car wouldn't start. And later, that awful, awful night, I sat out in front of his apartment building, staring at Tracy's burgundy cutlass in the driveway, just wishing I was dead. You know, I started smoking cigarettes that night, and if I ever die of cancer, it's going to be Tommy Valentine's fault. I just feel like I'm going crazy. My cousin George, he's a nurse. He says I'm the perfect time to get some weird disease because I'm so emotional.
You are not going crazy. You are just being really dramatic and self-indulgent.
Self-indulgent? You think I want to feel like this?
Nobody's making you.
Yes.
Of course, I can't believe she asked me to be in her wedding.
I can't believe you accepted.
Well, I didn't have any choice, Tricia. What was I supposed to say? Oh, Tracy, I don't think I can be in your wedding because you remember that nervous breakdown I had my junior year in college? Well, that's because your boyfriend knocked me up and I had to go have an abortion all by myself while he was taking you to the Cactus Luau. And things have been a little strange between us ever since.
Did you ever talk to her about that?
Oh, no. Neither of us has ever mentioned it. And now here she is, getting married to Scott McClure. The biggest piece of wet toast I ever saw in my entire life. Of course, I married Chuck Darby, the second biggest piece of wet toast I ever saw, because I thought I wanted stability. And there's Tommy Valentine, getting ready to rip that little bitch's backward linen dress off her scrawny little body and screw her brains out. God, I wish I was her.
Oh, please, you do not.
Oh, yes, I do. I'm wearing over $100 of extremely uncomfortable lingerie from Victoria's Secret that I bought specifically for him to rip off of me.
You honestly thought that you were going to sleep with Tommy Valentine today?
Well, yeah. I mean, why not? Remember page 28 of The Godfather?
Yeah, but, I mean, I think your memories of him might be just a little rosy. It has been, after all, what, 10 years?
3 months.
Excuse me? Georgianne, you had better spill your guts to me right now.
Well, I ran into him at this sleazy bar that only plays 50s and 60s music. Well, I hate those places, but at least I'm not the oldest one there. And he seemed really happy to see me. We started flirting. Only it wasn't gross, it was real sweet. It was.
I am so sure.
You weren't there.
I have been there. So then what happened?
Well, we closed that bar. And then he asked me if I wanted to go someplace where we could be alone. And I said, look, this is not a good idea. I'm married. I have a little boy. And once I said that, it's like I didn't have to worry about it. I had said it so it was out of the way. And I just went nuts. We ended up doing it in the parking lot, on the concrete, right behind a Dempsey dumpster.
That is pretty good.
Tricia, it was the best sex I ever had in my entire life. I will never, ever be able to smell garbage again without thinking about it. So, my memories of Tommy are pretty recent and pretty accurate, I think.
Yeah, but Georgianne, did he call you after that?
No.
Okay, so here's this guy, totally bagged out on his responsibility to you, left you to go through an abortion all by yourself. Then 10 years later, he screws you in a parking lot and ignores you, and you still want him?
I can't help it. I love him.
That is not love. That is addiction.
Well, I'm sorry, but I hadn't had sex in over a year, and I wouldn't mind making a habit of it.
What?
Chuck and I don't even sleep in the same bed anymore. He sleeps in the guest room.
Why?
I don't know.
You have some idea. You must have.
He doesn't even talk to me, Tricia. It's like I'm not even there. I told Chuck about Tommy the next day, and he just looked at me with this fish face and said, "You don't have to tell me everything you do."
Georgianne!
What can I do?
Make Chuck talk to you. You make him go to a counselor.
No.
Do you want to save your marriage?
No, I don't. I never should have married him, just like you said. I don't love him. I don't even like him.
Y'all, am I bleeding? Not that I can see. Well, I will be. I'm having one of those days where I just can't stop running into things. Do you ever have those? I am usually a very graceful woman, but something about this dress makes me feel like Bigfoot. I just ran smack dab into a cabinet in the kitchen, just walked right straight into it like there was a big magnet in that cabinet, and I had a steel plate in my head. Kaboom! I'll probably need stitches by the time this reception is over. I am terrified. Terrified I'm going to do something to ruin this wedding, and Scott will never forgive me, just like that time I ralphed right in the middle of his Eagle Scout induction ceremony. Well, my therapist thinks that I was jealous that I couldn't be an Eagle Scout, but I don't think that was it. I mean, I was 19. I think I just had a bad tuna salad sandwich. Oh, this is a bad time, isn't it? I'm so sorry. I'll leave. See what I mean?
Are they all like that?
Who?
You know, lesbians.
What, clumsy?
She is just so, I don't know, blunt. Are they all like that?
Why are you asking me?
Well, you know.
No, what?
Well, how did you, I mean, I just remember hearing something about you and another. Don't forget it. No, all the lesbians that I have known have not been clumsy. In fact, Mindy is the first. She is so strange. I like her. Me too, I guess. Well, she seems to thoroughly detest Tracy, so she can't be all bad. Oh, God. Look at me. Totally pathetic. I just don't want to be alone. Is that too much to ask? I mean, I still believe in marriage. I do. You don't?
Oh, to be perfectly honest with you, Georgianne, I think any woman who chooses marriage in this day and age is out of her fucking mind.
Don't you believe in love?
Well, I certainly believe in consideration and respect, and I definitely believe in sex because it's healthy and necessary. But love, what is that? I have had so many guys tell me they love me, and not a single one of them's made any difference in my life.
Maybe you haven't met the right one.
Oh, please. I've met him more times than I care to admit.
Maybe you just haven't given him a chance.
I've given him too many chances.
Oh, come on. What's the longest relationship you ever had? How many hours did that last?
Well, why drag it out? He'll just try to start running my life, or else he'll want me to be his mother.
Not all men are like that.
I have yet to meet one who wasn't, and I seriously doubt if I ever will.
Really?
Yep.
How can you live like that?
Well, in the first place, it's not a major tragedy. I'm just being honest.
Maybe you're right. I'm probably just a hopeless romantic, doomed to go through my life being disappointed. Oh, and there he goes. Sniffing at the little Miss Navy Blue linen. Did you look at the way he was? God, he sure can't wear a pair of pants.
But I mean, what is the payoff for having had that many women? Does it make me feel wiser or more accomplished? Or is it just some drug that he feels like he has to have?
I don't know. You've had just as many guys. What's the payoff for you?
I have not had just as many guys.
How many have you had?
I don't know. 100.
100?
I haven't kept count.
Trisha, that's a lot.
Yeah, but, you know, Tommy Valentine is like Wilt Chamberlain. He's probably had sex with 1,000 women.
God. I wonder if he's ever had an AIDS test.
You better hope so. Did he use a condom in that parking lot?
No.
Georgianne?
I know. Do you think he's ever done it with another man?
A guy as good looking as Tommy Valentine? I'm sure he's had plenty of
But
opportunities.
he's way too good in bed to be a queer.
That doesn't mean a thing. I knew this lifeguard once. Talk about good in bed. He could have taught Tommy Valentine a thing or two. He loved sex. He was a total animal. Just loved it. And then one day, I
caught him in bed with a telephone repairman. Which is why I couldn't get in touch with him to tell him I was on my way. Oh, God! What did you do? I went to happy hour at Finnegan's and picked up a busboy. Have you ever had an AIDS test? Yep. I'm too scared to take it. I mean, I know the chances are slim, but with my luck. Weren't you scared? Yep, I was. What made you go through with it? Well, it seemed like the responsible thing to do, and that lifeguard died. Shit, Tricia, he died of AIDS? Well, you're okay, aren't you? Yeah, Georgia, and I'm fine. God, I never knew anyone who actually had it. You will. Well, I certainly don't want Tommy Valentine to have AIDS. But I'll tell you one thing. I can't wait for him to lose his looks. And if he will, it's bound to catch up with him. He's going to turn into one of those hatchet-faced old men that really good-looking guys turn into. Yes, he'll have one of those big red Ted Kennedy noses from drinking something his whole life. And a beer gut. He'll lose his hair. And he'll wear golf pants. Green golf pants that are too tight. And he'll unbutton the top buttons of his shirt more than he should. No, he won't. He won't do any of that. He'll just get better looking as he gets older. He'll never gain any weight. He'll wear a t-shirt and blue jeans and have gray hair, and he'll be so gorgeous it hurts just to look at him. I, on the other hand, will be as big as a house. I will wear too much makeup. I won't have any hair left at all from a lifetime of bad perms. I'll get skin cancer from going to the lake too much when I was in high school, and I'll just wake up one morning and I'll be dead. And Tommy Valentine will read my obituary in the paper. It won't even occur to him that he ever even knew me, much less slept with me. You are right. You are crazy. I'm one sick ticket. Well, I guess I should give up my fantasy of getting laid by Sonny Corleone today, huh? Not necessarily. There are lots of cute guys here today. Yeah? I dare you to find one who is straight, single, and who has a job. Maybe you need to lower your expectations. Maybe I need to have a nervous breakdown. Maybe I need to have a big, loud, nasty, smelly nervous breakdown. Right when Dr. Marlowe was going to do his father the bride dance at the new and improved Tracy Marlowe Happen McClure. I will give you $20 if you do. Do not tempt me, Trisha. I just might. I'll give you $100. Anything you want. I'll give spare one carat diamond studs I got for graduation. Meredith. I'll give my great grandmother's antique ring. It's been appraised for over $500. See that? Isn't it nice? It's yours. How long have you been standing out there? Just long enough to hear that last little bit, I swear. I don't believe you. Your damn police say will. No, Meredith, I will not. Please. No, I'm not going to cause a scene. Why not? Because this is your sister's wedding day. It would be a really rotten thing for me to do. I may be a bitch and I may be a slut, but I do have some standards. Shit. Meredith, why are you so intent on something happening today? I just hate this whole thing. It's so damn fake it makes me sick. Where is Francis? She's down there sucking up to that bald-headed bartender. Yeah, me, he's a complete geek. Oh, I think he looks nice. Gross, his Adam's apple's about as big as my head. Oh, well, at least he's not wearing a rug. Sometimes I swear I look at my husband and that toupee is on his head like a sail pancake. My heart just goes out to him. I mean, does he think people don't know? A 10-year-old child could tell.
I wish I had one of those lobster bibs. I just know I'm going to be wearing this food any minute now. Of course, it's not like I plan to ever wear this dress again.
Oh, sure you will. Have it taken up. Wear it as a cocktail dress. It'll be sweet.
I'll probably give it to my friend Leroy. He's the only person I know who can wear this color. Anyway, Mrs. Marlowe's sitting up here to tell y'all to come downstairs right rose and smile. I could see every vein in her neck. Like, please God, just keep her away from my crystal. But she said for me to tell y'all that it was a poor reflection on Tracy for all her bridesmaids to be avoiding the reception.
Oh, well, God forbid we should make Tracy look bad.
Why not? She's made every single one of us look perfectly dreadful.
I like this dress.
I do not.
I do. I am so glamorous in this dress. I am that damn Leona Helmsley. I am the queen of my own empire with a heavily armed security force. I am woman. Hear me roar.
Now, do y'all think Tracy really thought these looked nice, or do you think it was a conscious attempt to surround herself with ridiculous-looking women?
What do you think?
Like she needs to look better.
She is one beautiful woman.
Oh, she's perfect. Perfect.
She always has been.
I hate her.
I have no idea who she is now.
I don't want to know.
I'm serious.
She is a rich, white Republican bitch.
She's your sister.
So y'all are trashing her too?
I used to know her really well, I thought.
You guys were tight.
Yeah, for a while. But you know, it was one of those friendships that's based on giving each other permission to be just totally wild and irresponsible. Those never last.
She is, in Glamour magazine, you know, the do's and the don'ts. She's the ultimate do girl.
And we're all the don'ts.
Not you, Trisha.
Oh, please.
Oh, please, my butt. You were the only friend Tracy ever had who was as pretty as she is. You're probably the first girl she ever met who wasn't intimidated by her.
Well, no wonder she liked you. What freedom.
Oh, we had a lot of fun. That's why it's so weird now. I can hardly carry on the conversation with her. We have absolutely nothing in common, except Tommy Valentine.
And we're members of quite a large club in that respect.
Now, wait a minute. Don't you think this is a little weird?
What?
That we're all in her wedding, but not one of us is really her friend.
And she had to dig, too. Look at my dorky cousin Frances.
Good Lord! I mean, I grew up with Tracy. I was her ugly sidekick all throughout high school and college. But I haven't been close to her in years.
Me neither.
Doesn't she have any real friends?
Don't look at me. Tracy and I move in very different circles.
Meredith? I don't know. She seems to hang out with Mama an awful lot. I don't believe it. Here she is, the perfect woman. The ultimate do girl. She's beautiful. She has a great body. She has a fancy career. Now she's got herself a rich husband who worships the ground she walks on. But she doesn't have any friends, does she?
Can't have everything.
This makes me feel so much better.
Well, finally, looks like they got that bar up and running, and I see a bottle of Beefeaters that's got my name on it. So, ladies, let's get this show on the road.
Oh, do we have to?
It'll be fun.
Yeah, compared to a triple bypass.
Georgianne, don't even think about him. He is scum.
He is. He is slime.
He's garbage.
Oh, God, I'm sorry.
I need my little bottle of champagne.
Anyone care to join us?
In a minute.
Mindy? Now, why would I want to go out there? It's just the same old relatives who've been embarrassed by me my entire life.
Okay, we'll see you two later.
Trisha, if I start acting like a real asshole, if you'll just take me aside and smack me, I would greatly appreciate it.
Babe, it's going to take all I can muster to keep myself in check today, so I'm afraid you're on your
Oh,
own.
Lord, help us.
You ought to try one of these little bacon wrap jobbies, Meredith. They are delicious.
Oh, thanks, I'm not hungry.
Well, now that Tracy and Scott are officially married, I guess that makes you and me sisters. I always wanted a sister.
Not all it's cracked up to be.
Are you glad to finally be done with school?
Yeah, Mindy, I'm just thrilled to be back at home living with my fascist parents.
Well, have you thought about what you want to do?
No,
What's your degree in?
English, completely worthless.
No, it's not. You do a lot with that. You You can teach, you could write copy or edit or go to law school.
That's just what I want to do. Become a hired gun for the ruling class.
All I'm saying is you don't have to do what you studied for. My degree is in behavioral psychology and also real estate, which I suppose is completely appropriate if you think about it. You really should let me introduce you to some people I know. They could
I just want to move.
moving to town. Well, shoot! I'd never find a great place.
I know. I want to get as far away from Knoxville as I possibly can. Hate this town and everything about it. I want to go somewhere where I don't know a single person, where nobody will bug me, and where people will just leave me alone.
Well, I guess I'll see if they have any more of those meatballs left. We'll see you out there.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Okay, Francis. Which color do you want? Maple melon mist or cha-cha chinaberry?
How come makeup is always named after food?
What do you mean?
Well, I got cha-cha chinaberry, maple melon mist, raspberry whip, tangerine dream, simply
Strawberry.
She's right. Guess what this is called?
What color is it?
Kind of an orangey pink.
Peaches and cream.
Pumpkin chiffon. Nope. Okay, wait, let me guess. Nectarine nights. No. Cantaloupe. Cantaloupe cascade.
Kick-ass carrot cake.
Cha-cha cheese whiz.
Oh, hell, what is it?
Absolutely apricot. See? They are all named after food.
What else are they going to name it after, Mindy? What are they going to say? Bleeding wound red?
Did you decide which color you wanted, Francis?
I'll take the red.
Good answer. Now, Tricia, be sure and give her red lips, too.
Well, now, wait a minute. You want to look fresh and natural? Or do you want to go with a woman with a past look?
Oh, fresh and natural, I think.
Okay, well, I think we better go with a more neutral lipstick color.
I don't want to be too made up now. I don't want him to think I look trashy.
Don't you worry. When I get done with you, he won't stand a chance.
What's his name?
Bradford.
Bradford what?
He didn't tell me.
Bradford. Brad and Francis.
Only Brad I ever knew was my orthodontist, Brad Rosenblum. He had the hairiest hands, and he was always sticking them in my mouth.
Brad and friend. Brad and friend.
Oh, I hate being called that.
Sounds cute.
Sounds too much like Benny.
What does he do?
Tricia, he's a bartender.
No, he's in law school.
Really?
He only bartends part-time, thank goodness.
Well, you tell him he makes a superior martini.
Law school. Francis, you have scored. How old is he?
36.
36. He's never been married. It's not a good sign.
Oh, he's been married once before. No kids, although he says he wants to.
Divorced?
No, she died
Oh, poor thing.
4 years ago.
Well, in a way, that's kind of attractive. I mean, it makes him kind of tragic and mysterious.
He says he feels like he is just now getting over it.
Francis, your timing is impeccable.
I just had a horrible thought.
What?
What if he killed her? I'm serious. What if he goes around
You know something? He kind of looks like that guy.
Doesn't he?
He's got those eyes.
How did she die, Francis?
He didn't say.
Cousin George works for the state patrol. I could get him to run a security check for you.
I thought your cousin George was a nurse.
That's my other cousin George. I got 3 cousins named George, one named Georgina and one named Georgette. And there's my Aunt Georgia. We're all named after my grandfather.
What was his name?
George.
Bradford is too nice to be a killer.
My aunt. You have to watch out for her.
Wouldn't that be gross? If you fell in love with a real life psycho killer and you really loved him and you married him and all, and then you found out what he was, what would you do?
First thing, I would find a good support group for the wives of psycho killers. Because I think I would need to talk to people who really understood what I was going through.
Would you tell the police?
Well, come to think of it, I guess I would be kind of scared of him.
Y'all have got to get out of this dress. It's completely unnatural. Georgina Lehman said to me,
What are you going to do?
I'm going to be comfortable for the first time today, damn it. Meredith, you cannot go out there and not be wearing that dress. You just can't.
don't worry, I'm not going out there again.
See?
My crazy old great Aunt Rosalie just came up to me and screamed in my ear, well, I guess we seeing you get married next, honey. You know what I said to her? I said, fat chance, you'll be dead long before I'm ready for myself for this shit. Did not. Well, no, I'd bite my tongue to keep from saying it. God, I'm sick of listening to that cheesy band.
What are you in such a bad mood about now?
First, Tracy yells at me because I took that thing off my head. It's not optional, she says. It's part of the uniform. Then Mama has to join in about how I've gotten too much sun on my shoulders and how they're all freckled and just ruined. It's not ladylike, she says, whispering to me like I had BO or something. Of course, to her, there are 2 types of women. Debutantes and dyes. Guess which category I fall into. No offense, Mindy. Then of course, Bob starts having a sneezing fit. He always does that when he's nervous. The band is playing Tie Yellow Ribbon. You know that old hostage song? And all the old parts are dancing. God, is only that joint left?
Meredith?
What is this music?
You don't like it?
It's really intense. Do you have anything a little less intense?
Sure. Let me see if I can find something bland enough for you. What are y'all doing up here?
Frances has a date, so we're giving her a makeover.
A date with who?
Bradford, the bartender.
And part-time psycho killer?
What are you gonna do? Well, he said he knew this place right outside town that was real pretty. Maybe we could just drive there and have a few beers. But then I told him I don't drink beer. I'm a Christian. And he said, well, shoot, we could go to McDonald's. And he just enjoyed talking to me. I thought that was real sweet.
That is.
He comes from a real small town, too. We were talking about how scary a place like Knoxville can be. And he said just as soon as he gets his degree, he's going back to the country. And not to where he came from. He doesn't think he can ever go back there since his wife died and all. She died?
Yes, and under very mysterious circumstances.
He said he felt like he had to shut the door on that part of his life and start all over with a clean slate.
Just like the guy in that movie.
Uh-oh. You better get him to show you some pictures of himself when he was younger, Francis. For all we know, he might not really be bald. He might have shaved his head to change his identity.
I bet Bradford's not even his real name.
You know what you do? You go to McDonald's with it, and then, when he's not looking, you take something he's touching. Pick it up with a napkin, though, and then just slip it in your purse, and then tomorrow you take it to the FBI.
If she's alive tomorrow.
I don't think you kill her on the first day. Bradford can't be a killer. He's a Christian.
Of course, he's a different kind of Christian than I am since he believes in drinking beers. But I told him that was wrong. He said he didn't think so, but that he would be willing to talk about it. That's the main reason I decided to go out with him.
Really?
A good Christian man is hard to find these days. There isn't a single one in my church group. Well, except for the ones that are younger than me. But I don't think they count because I think the man should be older than the woman.
And taller, too, I bet.
Anybody want to smoke some pot?
I'll take some.
I don't usually, but I think I'll make an exception. vacation today.
Well, twist my arm. You're gonna have to promise to keep me away from the food table, though. I dropped 10 pounds for this wedding, and I intend to keep it off at least a week or 2.
10 pounds? How'd you do it?
I was motivated. Hey, how old were you when you first smoked pot?
21. I was a late bloomer.
I was 18.
15.
I don't take drugs. I'm a Christian.
What about you, Meredith?
I was 12.
12?
Trisha, you remember when you and Tracy let me spend the night with you up on campus when I was in junior high? We drank Black Russians and got high.
Oh, Meredith, I am so sorry I corrupted you like that.
Oh, please, I loved it. I thought you were so cool. I thought you were it.
Oh, hon, if you only knew how messed up I was back then.
So, Trisha, what's up with you and Trip Davenport?
Nothing?
Oh, come on. I saw you talking to him about out out there.
Yeah?
You two really seem to hit it off.
I would know I was on automatic pilot.
You said he had that look.
I'm sick of that look. It always leads to trouble.
I don't know, Trisha. He's pretty cute.
Yeah, well, believe me, he's very well aware of that.
He's not that cute.
He's pretty cute.
He's no Tommy Valentine.
Thank God. I will say one thing about him, though. He has got the best hands.
Hands?
Yeah, you can tell a lot about a guy by his hands. They're just so amazingly beautiful, and also,
Oh, y'all are gonna make fun of me.
Tell me
What is all this?
well, it's not a man's feet, and it's not his shoes. But you know those big black wingtip shoes like businessmen wear?
Yeah.
It's a man's feet in those shoes.
Trisha, that is really weird.
My therapist would have a field day with that.
I like a good neck myself.
Rear ends.
Well, personally, I prefer a nice set of hooters.
So, do you like him or not, Trisha?
Oh, she likes him a lot.
How do you know?
Because, Trisha, I know you. And I know how you get when you really like somebody. You light up like a damn Christmas tree and then you get all shy. And that is exactly what you've done today.
How old is he?
He's 29.
29, Trisha, you old dog. No, that's great. Go for the young meat.
Georgianne, that's only 3 years younger than me.
3 strong, limber, and highly energetic years.
What does he do? I didn't ask for his resume.
He works for a bank, telling other people where to put their money.
Way to go, Trisha. I mean, he's probably rich.
Is he single?
He just broke up with his girlfriend a couple of months ago.
How do you know so much about him?
And he's my cousin. He's the only one who never got weird on me when I came out, so I keep in touch.
Is there anything wrong with him?
No, he's a really nice guy.
Damn, Trisha, you're the best looking baby woman I know.
Oh, please, I have a simple conversation with him, and now I'm supposed to be picking out my china pattern. What century are you women living in?
Oh, right, I forgot. You're through with men.
No, I am through with being disappointed. I have never met a man who could look at me and see anything but his own ego. And Trip Davenport is no different. No offense to your cousin, Mandy, but I think I'll pass.
He really got to you, didn't he?
I quit. I'm just going to be an old maid.
Don't you want babies?
You don't need a man to have a baby.
Well, actually, you do, technically.
Yeah, but you don't have to submit yourself to him. Hell, he doesn't even have to know about it.
Oh, but that's so wrong.
Oh, I don't think so. All the movie stars are doing it.
God wants you to be married and have a baby.
How do you know what God wants?
Because the Bible says so.
Francis, did it ever occur to you that the Bible is a book that was written by men?
The Bible is the holy word of God, Trisha.
Well, I will grant you that it is the history of one of culture's quest for God.
That is secular humanism talking. That's the kind of talk that has got us into the mess we are in today. Causing the collapse of family values and all decent morality. That is why there are so much crime and violence and licentiousness in this world today. And that is why we're living in the end times. And the rapture could happen at any minute. Any minute.
Get serious.
I am serious. Now, I will sit here and watch you all drink liquor and take drugs. Every other word, F this and GD that. Honestly, you ought to be ashamed. You're ladies. But I will not tolerate you making fun of the Bible.
Nobody's making fun of anything. Am I not allowed to have an opinion?
Not if it is disrespectful to my religion. No, ma'am, you are not.
Well, I'm afraid I have a little problem with that.
This is America. I have a right to my beliefs.
Listen, Francis, I wholeheartedly support your right to lead your life however you see fit, but you cannot exercise that right without extending the same courtesy to other people who might think differently than you do.
My religion happens to be very important to me, and I don't want to listen to you criticize it.
Then leave, Tricia. I mean it. Go on, get out of here. Go someplace where people don't have ideas, where everybody's willing to trade in their God-given intelligence for any old blind set of rules, just so they don't have to take the responsibility for making their own decisions. I'm sure you won't have to go very far, but don't you dare tell me what I can and cannot talk about. You do not have the right to do that.
But I can't go out there looking like this. I'm only half done. What will people think? I don't look right.
Oh, Francis, for heaven's sakes, don't cry. Your mascara will run.
I'm sorry.
Oh, hon, I'm not mad at you. Oh, look here. I think we're going to have to go for the woman with a past look. That way we can do that smudge type whole thing around your eyes, okay?
I'm sorry. You look at my dress. Doesn't it look like a big old cake just sitting there? My mother told me that there's art to wearing a gown, that I should just float down the aisle like a swan. I want to say, Mother, have you ever seen a swan walk? Anybody can float down a lake. She meant like this. Okay.
Where did you learn how to do that?
Miss Amelia's charm school.
Oh, you're kidding. You went to charm school.
My mother made me go when I was in the 6th grade. I think she was dimly aware of my dark potential, and she was hoping Miss Amelia would nip it in the bud.
What else did she teach you?
She taught us how to choose the right haircut for our face, and how to avoid shooting a beer when we sat down. And we had our own beauty pageant for graduation, the Princess Charming pageant.
Oh, my God.
So humiliating. Are you kidding? I loved it. I got to wear a nautical bathing suit with a little skirt attached and high heels, and I played Crimson and Clover on my bassoon for the talent competition, and I won.
You did not.
It was the high point of my life. I swear it's been all downhill ever since.
I would have thought you hated beauty pageants.
Oh, why? Because I'm a lesbian? Hell no. I haven't missed a Miss America pageant in 20 years. I mean, those girls are better than drag queens. Those girls are drag queens. I am just so thrilled to be poised on the brink of a fabulous career, combining broadcast journalism and teaching handicapped children. But most important, being a good wife and a good mother and a good American. Here's my ticket. she'd say, "Do you all want to see my titties?" Well, of course we did. Of course we did. So we'd sit on the edge of my bed, and she would slowly pull up her blouse, and we would just look at her.
How old was she?
Oh, I don't know, 12 or 13. Oh, please. A young girl who was proud of her new dress is hardly child abuse. It was completely innocent.
Hey, I want to know something. Do you always eat like this?
Yes.
And how the hell do you stay so skinny?
I'm completely neurotic and high-strung.
You don't like pig out and barf, do you?
No! I just have a really high metabolism and I burn everything off.
God, I hate your guts.
Oh, you do not. You love me.
In your dreams.
Kiss me.
Let me have some of that.
Oh, please, take it away from me.
Sure, I miss those 10 pounds I lost.
This is so cute. Oh, is this yours, Meredith?
Used to be. Back my biggest goal in life was to be in the junior league.
No, I bet you look real sweet in this.
Oh, you would.
What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing. Just what I'd expect from a country club socialite like you.
Ha! Meredith, I am hardly a socialite.
Little white girl dressed like that.
You know, that's about the third time I've heard you say something about white people now. I hate to point it out to you, hon, but you aren't exactly Queen Latifah.
At least I'm not a hypocrite.
Well, neither am I.
So?
Now, you think because you have a poster of Malcolm X up on your wall that proves something? If you really cared about injustice as much as you let on, you'd be out there doing something about it instead of sitting up here with your CD player, your Stairmaster, and your $500 motorcycle jacket, complaining about how unfair things are.
So, Trisha, Trip Davenport looks like he's
Don't start. Okay, Francis. All done.
Oh my.
What do you think?
I never knew I could look like this.
Francis, you look
Oh,
hot.
she needs to do that for a living.
God, she looks bad.
I don't even look like myself.
Trisha, where'd you learn to do that?
Years of practice.
Will you do me
And
next?
then me.
Well, I've got time to do one more, and then I gotta get back out there.
Oh, hot damn.
What do you want to look like?
A truck stop whore.
Mother would. Bitch, would you just shut up and leave me the hell alone for once? Everybody can see your dinners, honey. Plain as day. Dinners? That is so Appalachian.
That is what my mother called them too.
Those two are in prayer form today.
Oh, I can just hear them. Kitty, I just wanted to tell you that Tracy looked just radiant at her wedding, just radiant. Oh, well, thank you, Eleanor. You know, Georgianne looks radiant herself, but she's expecting another child. Oh, I happen to know, Kitty. Georgianne needs to lose about 20 pounds. She's a fat pig.
You are not fat.
I certainly ain't skinny.
I think you look fabulous.
Thanks.
And I think it's high time women let themselves just be women for a change, instead of trying to look like all those anorexic models that they said they look like men. Every time I turn on the television, there's some high-attitude fashion bitch stomping around like she's such hot shit, and I think, this is what I'm supposed to want to be? I would rather eat glass. No, that's not right. I want something sluttier, like dime store blues.
Meredith, do you have any blue eyeshadow?
I sincerely hope not. Look at my top drawer.
I don't think there's anything wrong with calling her pretty.
Well, good grief, neither do I. But those women who are willing to have their lips poofed up or their tits inflated or the ribs removed, I mean, come on, that sounds like a Nazi war experiment. No ribs are there for a reason. And that fat-sucking thing, I'm sorry. There is something desperately wrong with the culture which encourages people to go to such extremes. We think we are so civilized. We're just as barbaric as those Aztec guys who used to play soccer with human heads. Well, look at this whole ritual today. Now, here's your sister in this white monstrosity meant to symbolize she's undamaged goods. It's like a sacrifice. And I mean, who in this day and age is a virgin when she gets married?
I will be a virgin when I get married.
Francis, really?
Yes, ma'am.
Get out of here.
I am saving myself for the man that I get married to.
Francis, that is whacked. Because believe me, he ain't saving himself for you.
I think it's admirable. You hold on for Mr. Right, Francis.
Hon, you are setting yourself up for a big letdown.
What is wrong with wanting to be a virgin when you get married?
How old are you?
21.
Haven't you ever been in love?
Not that way.
Well, haven't you ever had the hots with somebody?
I have more respect for myself than that.
Well, okay, forget about the sex. Don't you ever get lonely?
No, I don't. Because I have Jesus in my heart. And he is always there for me. Ready to give me strength when I feel weak. Show compassion when I feel anger. To embrace me completely. In the deepest, purest love that there is. Whenever I need it.
I think I might like a date with Jesus.
That is not funny.
Serious?
Jesus didn't die.
Are you kidding? He was the biggest rock star of his day. I bet he had groupies coming out the wazoo.
I think it's rather interesting that he had 12 men in dresses follow him wherever he went.
Those were robes. Jesus and his disciples did not wear dresses. Except on very formal occasions.
Meredith, why do you have all these pictures of Tommy Valentine?
Where?
Here, in this drawer.
I don't know. This used to be Tracy's room, you know. She probably left them there.
Yeah, about 10 years ago.
I don't know how they got there.
Woo, look at this one up in water skiing. He must be off about 19.
God, look at that stomach. Oh, I hate him.
He sure was gorgeous.
Still is.
Let me see. Yeah, he's all right. If you like that sort of thing. Hey, wait a minute. This guy's here today.
Yep, he still is.
Oh, this guy made a pass at me.
What?
Yeah, when I was standing over by the food table, he came up to me and he said, "We haven't met, but I feel like I know you." I said, "You must be mistaken because you do not know me." And he said, "Well, I would like to. How do I go about it?" And I just laughed and said, "Whoa, buddy, you are barking up the wrong tree."
He is so shameless.
That is the same thing he said to me.
What?
Yeah, he remembered me from the first time I ever met him up at Uncle Reese's and Aunt Kitty's lake house. He said he'd always wished he'd gotten to know me better.
No.
He suggested we go out after the reception, but I told him I was already spoken for today.
Oh, that son of a bitch.
Oh, I'm sure he just meant for us to, talk.
Oh, I'm sure.
Good grief. This boy should have trouble tattooed right across his forehead just as a common courtesy. I mean, imagine. Here he is at his old girlfriend's wedding, and he's either slept with or made a pass at every single one of her bridesmaids. Oh, except one, that is. That is so incredibly rude.
Yeah, Meredith, you better be prepared for him to try and jump your bones next. You're the only one left.
Oh, please. Don't tell me. Somebody needs to put him on a leash. Meredith, what's wrong?
Nothing.
Are you okay, honey?
I'm fine. I'm so stupid, I don't know why I'm crying.
You are not stupid.
Did he do something to you? No. I had a thing with him too. We had a thing. What?
When?
A long time ago. I'm gonna find Trisha, he's gotta come here.
You go after her and make sure she does not make a scene.
But what can I do? Well, get that psycho killer boyfriend of yours to help.
She won't. They won't let her.
I would die if anybody ever knew.
It is okay. You don't have to tell anybody.
Yes, she does.
He really liked me, Trisha. He really did. Now he wouldn't even look at me. I went up to him outside and I was nervous as shit. I said, "Hey, Tommy, remember me?" And he said, "Hey there, of course I remember you." But he wasn't looking me in the eye. And he wouldn't. He wouldn't even look me in the eye.
Oh, hon.
What did he do to you, Meredith?
It's not like it sounds. He was really nice. He really liked me. He was always bringing me little presents when he'd come home with Tracy, telling me how pretty I was getting to be. He came to my junior high swim meet when I won first place in freestyle. It was one of the happiest days of my life.
I remember that.
Tell me what he did.
He was here one Christmas. It was Christmas Eve and everybody gone to sleep. And I was laying in bed and I was thinking about him. I was wondering what it would be like. I never even kissed a boy. And then there was a knock on the door. It was like a dream. He said he thought we should get to know each other a little better. And Trisha, I wanted it to happen.
That's perfectly normal. Everybody is curious about sex.
No, I wanted him. I wanted Tommy Valentine. I wanted him to fuck me.
And there's nothing wrong with that. He's a good-looking, charming, sexy man. Of course you would want that. But there is something wrong with him actually doing it. Very wrong with him.
I loved him.
That wasn't love, Meredith. That was abuse.
No, it wasn't.
How long did it go on?
Just a few more times. Then he said he thought we should quit. I mean, after all, he was engaged to my sister.
Listen to me. You need to talk to somebody about all this.
I can never tell him.
I'm not talking about Tracy or your parents. I'm talking about somebody who can help. What happened, Meredith, was not harmless. It was abuse. You were sexually abused.
Stop saying that!
And it happens to a lot of women. You're not the only one. I know a lot of people it happens to. You need to realize exactly what did happen to you and how it affected you. And you need to be with people who've been through it because they can help.
I can never tell anybody.
You told us.
Yeah, obviously that was a mistake.
I have a number you can call. I'm going to give it to you. And I want you to promise me.
Okay!
Just promise you'll think about it.
It's not a big deal. God, you're trying to make it into this big thing and it just wasn't.
I'm going to leave it right here on your dresser, okay?
Do whatever you want, I don't care.
And I'm going to put the names of a couple of people you can speak to directly on here. They're friends of mine.
Look, get this straight, Mindy. I'm not interested in meeting any of your friends. I'm just not.
But they can help.
I want that. Do you think I'm an idiot, Mindy? I'm not blind. I see the way you look at me. But I'm not like you, okay? I'm just not. So it really wouldn't do me much good to meet any of your friends.
Meredith.
What? Nobody asked you to butt into my life today. I don't recall anybody asking you to butt into my life. Now, if y'all will excuse me, I think I'm needed outside. Trisha, can you zip me up, please?
Are you okay?
I'm fine. Wish everybody would stop acting like I'm falling apart. I'm not a child, you know I'm fine.
I just want you to know that if you need me, I'm here.
Excuse me.
Well, great. That's just great. Anything I have to offer is going to get thrown back in my head, my face as being some sort of perverted seduction attempt. Meanwhile, a man can actually molest her while she's still a child, and she calls it love. That son of a bitch. I swear to God, Trisha, sometimes I don't understand how men can be so incredibly screwed up. They screwed up the economy, they screwed up the environment, and what the hell do they do about it? They screwed little girls. You don't mind if I rant, do you?
No, as long as you don't expect it to
God knows I don't want to be one of those dykes who hates men. I don't hate men. Some of my best friends are men. I just hate them right now. What on earth goes through a man's head while he screws his fiance's 12-year-old sister?
I wonder if it's too late for me to become a nun. I don't believe in God, and I've partaken of about every sin there is. That life is starting to look pretty good to me.
I knew this day was doomed from the moment when Scott first told me he was going to marry Tracy. Tracy, who requested that I not bring Deb, who's my lover of 9 years, to the rehearsal dinner because they wanted to keep it just family. And I acquiesced because I didn't want another big scene, and now Deb is boycotting the wedding, which Tracy's gone out of her way to let me know she's very hurt by. Bitch. She will never love my little brother the way he deserves to be loved. She will never honor him and cherish him like she said she would today in front of God and everybody. It just makes me so sad. And here I am in this ridiculous dress with a damn pincushion on my head. Look like a hooker from the Twilight Zone. And if I blow chunks, I'm going to be really upset. I hate throwing up. You are totally alone when you throw up.
It is so humiliating.
It's good for you.
Last time I threw up, I felt so bad. Chuck and I were drinking tequila in a totally misguided attempt to have fun together. I barfed all over the place. I felt so bad. Instead of trying to make me feel better, he just looked at it and said, God, Georgianne, I could reconstruct your entire meal. Don't you ever chew your food? And then he put a beer on my head.
I haven't thrown up in almost 20 years.
20 years, really?
Really? Not since Scott became an Eagle Scout.
Are you serious?
Yep, I'm too repressed.
Oh, please.
You are the least repressed person I have ever met. You don't not throw up because you're repressed.
You should throw up, Mindy. You really should. It's completely primal. You would feel so much better. Maybe I will.
You should throw up on Tommy Valentine.
I will.
I'm bad news for you guys. Tommy Valentine has already left.
He is such a chicken shit.
Oh no, I think he made a friend.
Really? Why are you surprised?
Who? Blonde hair, navy blue linen dress.
You're kidding. The backless?
Yup. Who was that? Do you know?
Karen Murdoch, Tracy's boss. Yes.
Well, that's perfect.
Yeah, now Tracy and Tommy can run into each other at business functions and be tense and peculiar together.
I bet she has an affair with him now that she's married.
Who knows?
Who cares?
So, how you doing, babe?
Oh, Tricia, I am fabulous. I'm so drunk I can barely walk. I have my eyes set on a certain saxophone player who shall remain nameless. Mainly because I have no idea what his name is. Nor do I care to know. I just want to get him drunk, get my way with him, and leave him stranded on the side of the interstate without any pants. Naturally, he doesn't know I'm alive.
He is lost.
Oh, that is so sweet, Tricia. Now listen, I am really sorry for the way I just kind of blew you off after I got married. I did, didn't I?
Yeah, but it was okay. You were so weird to be around. I was kind of relieved.
But I should have been there when you were going through all that with that lifeguard.
Oh, don't worry about it.
And as soon as I unload that deadbeat piece of wet toast that I married, and I think that might be real soon, I'm going to have a lot more free time to spend with the people that I really care about, like you.
Oh, you're all.
I miss you.
y'all doing up here? There's a party trying to have it outside.
We were just trashing your sex trip, Davenport.
I was fixing to puke my guts out.
And I'm just in time.
Sometimes it's all the luck.
Hi.
Hi.
I've been looking all over for you.
I can be hard to find sometimes.
So I've noticed. Mind if I join you?
No.
Sure.
I've been cutting up the rug with your mother for the past half hour, Mindy. I had no idea she could dance like that.
Are you kidding? She used to dance for the USO in Korea.
Get out of here, Aunt Betty.
That's where she met Daddy. And that's where I was conceived out of wedlock and my entire dysfunctional family began.
That is so romantic.
She was 19 years old. Very.
God, isn't that weird to think about? When my dad was my age, he already had 3 kids.
I will tell you what is really weird to think about. There are some things that we are already too old for. Some things that just pass us by that we will never get a chance for.
Like what?
Like I will never be a stewardess.
You would have been a great stewardess.
I would have.
What'd you want to be when you were growing up?
I wanted to be a nurse.
You and my cousin George.
A nurse? I'm so sure. Can you just see me giving some old coot a sponge bath?
I always wanted to be a teacher. Well, actually I wanted to be Miss Crenshaw because her fiance would come pick her up in a blue Chevy Malibu and a white vinyl top.
What about you, Tricia?
Oh, I wanted to be that lady on Mission Impossible. You know, the one who had to pretend to be in love with the dictators so that then she could double cross them and then she could go back to her husband who always wore the mask so he could become that week's guest star. I thought that would be a great life.
What about you?
Well, mine's kind of similar, actually. I wanted to be Ilya Kuryakin on The Man from
God, you remember him? In 5th grade, every girl in our class was totally hot for him.
And that's exactly why I wanted to be here.
I bet you wore a lot of turtlenecks.
Would you all be totally grossed out if you took off my shoes?
I couldn't possibly be any sicker than I already am.
I have the hardest time with shoes. I got this one pair of wingtips I wear to work. Oh, took me forever to break them in, but now they are the most comfortable shoes I own. I begged Scott just to let me wear them today because nobody would know. You know what he did? He said he had to ask Tracy first, and of course she said no. I had to wear the same stiff patent leather shoes as the rest of the ushers, and now my feet are about to kill me.
Wingtips.
Yeah. What?
Well, I think I'll go see what's happening outside. Mindy, would you care to join me?
No, but I will.
I'm kind of hungry.
Oh, please. Do not even mention food or I'll throw up on you.
I think at this point, I wouldn't even notice.
That makes you the perfect date.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Well, it has been a day.
How so?
Oh, I don't know. This has been a really weird wedding.
They always are.
They always start out fine, but everybody has such high expectations that eventually things start to disintegrate, and then they get
Hallucinatory.
exactly. How about you?
How about me?
Are you having fun?
I always have fun.
Really?
Just about.
And why is that?
I'm not sure, but I kind of like it that way, so I try not to question it too much.
You're just an easygoing kind of guy, I guess.
I guess.
I suppose you could get into a lot of trouble like that.
It's happened.
And will happen again.
We can hope.
Why are we talking like this?
Like what?
Like a cheap version of Lord McCall and Humphrey Bogart in Big Sleep.
I don't know. Maybe we're possessed.
I don't get possessed.
Or maybe we're nervous around each other.
Why would we be nervous?
Maybe we like each other.
Like each other.
Well, sure. What else are we going to do at this point?
I don't know. Liking each other just seems so innocent.
Well, maybe it is.
What are you going to do now? Give me your ID, please.
If you really like me, You'd carve my initials in your arm.
What?
My next door neighbor in 7th grade did that. So she would have a scar in the shape of her boyfriend's initials. I thought that was so ultimate. To have a girl like you so much she'd mutilate herself for you.
I will never like you that much.
Oh, damn!
A tattoo would be.
Oh, don't get a tattoo.
Why not?
Oh, I hate tattoos on women.
But you love them on men. Is there something you need to tell me, Trent?
You don't need a tattoo.
Well, nobody needs a tattoo. People get them because they want them.
I don't want you to have a tattoo.
Whoa. A few minutes ago, we just liked each other. And now you're trying to ruin my life.
This is a bad idea.
So you're admitting that we do like each other.
I said we did a minute ago.
At one point in time, we liked each other.
I think we can agree on
Good. Now what do we do?
that. Who says we have to do anything?
You know, you have this way of answering every question with a question.
Do I?
As if you have to challenge everything I say.
Does that bother you?
No, it doesn't bother me.
Good.
I like it. I need to be challenged. Sometimes I can be full of shit.
No, I don't believe it. You?
It's true.
I'm shocked.
It's hard to imagine you being shocked sometimes.
Oh, I get shocked.
By what?
By how stupid people can be, how selfish, how people are so willing to add to other people's suffering.
Wait a minute. Are we going to have a real conversation now?
I don't know. What do you think?
Well, I'm not opposed to it. I just need to shift gears a little bit.
Well, we have to if you don't want to.
No, let's do it. Okay. Do you believe in God? Do you ever think about death? When was the first time you had sex? When was the first time you really liked it? Do you ever feel guilty just because your life isn't too terribly difficult?
Never.
Good, me neither. Let's go to the mall.
The mall?
Yeah, it's Saturday. We can go to the mall. Hang out with teenagers at the multiplex, chow down on some Chick-fil-A, shop for hours at the Taker record store without buying anything.
We're not dressed for it.
Why not?
Oh, I couldn't.
Tricia, this is uncharacteristically gutless of you. I'm surprised.
I am 34 years old. I am not going to trace off to some mall looking like I just came from my prom. The only way I would do such a thing is with the assistance of major pharmaceuticals.
Well, in that case, say hello to our surprise guest.
No. I have a feeling you could be a bad influence on me.
I have a feeling nobody is ever a bad influence on you.
Trip, I really like you.
I bring out the drugs and suddenly I'm Mr. Wonderful.
You're not a cokehead, are you?
No, this is strictly a special occasion thing.
Would you tell me if you were?
Yes, I would tell you if I was. We don't have to do these.
No, I want to.
Oh, but now you're nervous. Now you don't trust me.
It's not bad.
Well, what is it then?
Well, I would just really hate it if you were a cokehead.
Okay, let's make a deal. You don't get a tattoo, I won't be a cokehead.
Gee,
We really don't have to do this.
well, what's the worst thing that could happen?
We could talk a lot and be really interesting.
We could have a heart attack.
Now, we don't have to do that much. Now, I have a low threshold anyway.
We could get arrested.
We could spend the night in jail.
Or we could spend the night. Are you blushing?
Well,
You are. You're blushing.
maybe a little.
Did I shock you?
No, I just...
Is that not the direction you were intended to go?
Well, of course it occurred to me, but I didn't
You
expect...
didn't expect me to say it. You just thought it would kind of happen.
I guess. If we do, I don't think I want to do this.
Why not?
Because I think I'd like to have a clear head.
We can do it afterward.
Oh, good, because I quit smoking.
Okay. No, you stay around here. Let's go.
Wait a minute. I'm not so sure about this.
Why not?
I think I'd like to get to know you better.
Oh, brother.
Well, I'm not so sure I want to go to a motel and do drugs and have sex just for the hell of it, because I think there might be more to you and me than that.
Do you think there's something wrong with going to a motel, doing drugs, and having sex just for the hell of it? Do you think that's bad?
No, I don't.
Well, you're the one who brought out the cocaine.
Well, you're right. Well, when I came to this wedding, that's exactly what I was looking for. But, well, now that we're here, now that this is happening, I don't know.
I knew it. Guys like you cannot deal with a woman who takes charge.
Guys like me, I've been reduced to a category. Thanks.
You don't want me to be the one who makes the move.
No, I don't want you to be an easy fucking and cheap motel. For me, that usually works best when it's somebody I don't really care one way or the other about.
Why, Mr. Davenport, are you saying you care for me? I'm touched.
I'm saying that there's something between the two of us that I don't run into every day. And I felt it the first time I met you. And you did too.
I don't think you have any idea what I feel.
I think I do. I think it scares you. And I think that's why you left me in the middle of the reception and came up here to hide.
I did not come up here to hide.
Why else would you care if I was a cokehead?
I don't care if you're a cokehead, Trip. I don't care if you're a thief, if you're alive. I don't care if you're married, if you're a psycho killer and a child molester, and if you're wanted in 50 states by the FBI. I just want to have a good time today. I want to go to a motel, do drugs, and have sex just for the hell of it, okay? Forgive me for being so shallow.
I don't buy that for a minute.
I cannot believe how amazingly arrogant you are.
You can't believe somebody's calling your bluff.
Oh, screw you.
Oh, women like you.
Oh, now I'm the category.
You like to stay one step ahead, just out of reach, but you're always looking back to say, don't stop reaching.
Yeah, one's better one step ahead than one step behind.
Well, do you think that's where I want you to be? I just broke up with somebody who was perfectly happy to be one step behind me. I don't want that.
See, this is it. This is all about what you want. I am sorry. I am not here to be who you want me to be.
All I know, Tricia, is that I've never met anyone quite like you before. Now, I have fun when I'm with you, more fun than I've had in a long time. So, I want to blow this chance to see what, to see where we... Oh, okay, if you want to go to a motel, do drugs, have sex, fine. I just want you to know what I'm feeling before we do it because it's not going to be insignificant. I don't want to be just another notch on your belt.
You don't want a lot of things, Trip. Why don't you tell me what you do want?
I want you to promise me something.
Here we go. What?
I want you to promise me that you won't leave your body after we make love, and that you won't completely write me off because we did.
Well, since we're being so amazingly honest here, thank you. I can't promise that, Trip, because I know myself, and I know that's what I do sometimes.
I had a feeling.
I will promise to try not to let that happen.
And if you feel like it is happening, you'll tell me.
But you have to promise me something.
Fair enough.
You have to promise not to get all twitchy and start obsessing about me and turning me into something that I'm not.
I have to promise not to fall in love with you.
No, you have to promise not to get too intense too fast. I'm serious. You have to promise not to put too much pressure on me. I just absolutely have no patience for
I
that.
promise.
That was too easy.
I'll be as quiet as a church mouse. You won't even know I'm around.
I will know.
So we're agreed here?
I think we understand each other.
Good. Let's go to the mall.
I am not going to the
Well,
mall.
where else can we go?
Where do you live, Trip?
Actually, I live in Atlanta.
You don't live here in Knoxville? You don't live here in Knoxville. You just put me through all that, and we don't even live in the same town.
I have a car. Is this a problem, me not living here?
Actually, it makes you infinitely
infinitely more attractive to me.
Well, that's a backhanded compliment. You really think I'd be so hard to deal with on a regular basis?
Probably, I am.
Well, you can always come visit.
We'll see.
I'm a great cook. I make the best toast in 3 states.
I do need to ask you something.
Well,
Are you averse to lay down?
not at all. I just bought a variety pack.
Oh my God, I think I'm supposed to be out there.
Oh shit, I haven't missed that garter thing, have I? I love that. It's so stupid.
Look at Georgianne waving her hands in the back like a wide receiver. She can't catch the bouquet. She's already married.
Everybody else looks afraid of it. Oh, her, good.
Oh, Francis, that is perfect.
Are you sad because you didn't get it?
Oh, yeah, right.
Always a bridesmaid.
Never a schmuck. So, Trip, where are you staying? With Scott's family?
Oh, no way. I'm staying in a really nice hotel downtown.
The Regency?
No, ho. The Quality Inn.
That is a real nice place.
Oh, you've been there.
No, but I've always wanted to. I've heard such fine things about it.
Well, perhaps you would allow me to be your escort.
Oh, God, I have dreamed of this.
We'll dine in the lamplighter room. And then later, we'll take a moonlight stroll around the parking lot before ducking inside Chucky's hideaway, where we'll sip Mai Tais and boogie to the disco beat of the Rhythm Rascals. And then, we'll retire to my suite, order nachos and cheese whiz from room service, and watch Pretty Woman on HBO. Now, how does that sound?
Well, it sounds suspiciously like going to a motel, doing drugs, and having sex just for the hell of it.
How can you take something so beautiful and turn it into something so sleazy and cheap?
I'm sorry. It sounds heavenly. I can't imagine a more perfect evening.
Scott and Tracy won't be having nearly as much fun.
Really? They're going to be stuck in Jamaica. Look at her. She looks like a hot air balloon from this perspective.
She sure knows how to work a crowd.
Promise me something.
Anything.
If you ever see me dressed in anything that ridiculous looking, would you please shoot me? I mean it. If you like me, you promise.
Tricia, if I make that promise, I'm going to have to shoot you right now.
You are either a total con artist or the most naive man in America. Either way, I am in trouble.
That makes 2 of us.
Hey, quit it, you two.
Whoa.
Tricia, we want to take a picture.
Of what?
All of us.
And we have to hurry because I don't want to miss the chance to throw these little bags of rice right at Tracy's head.
I'm gonna throw some of those little cocktail weenies at
Everybody get on the bed. Mary, look at the camera. Francis, what is that you have in your hand?
I caught the bouquet.
Oh, the other hand.
Oh, that's champagne. I'm sorry, I just wanted to taste it.
Oh, hell, don't apologize. Here's to it.
To holy matrimony.
Oh, can't we just drink to love?
Here. I'm sorry. To love.
Oh, please, you guys make me sick. To mindless sex in public places. Okay, Francis, you get down in front and we'll all be like your court. Oh, Mary, that's got a great idea.
What?
Do you know where Tracy's homecoming queen crown is?
Yeah, it's here somewhere.
Get it. Here you go, Griffin Live Davenport III. You know how to use that thing?
Oh, isn't this the kind of camera any idiot can use?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I know how to use it.
All right, Mindy, move a little to your left. Y'all look great for Meredith. We need sunglasses.
I don't have any.
Oh, Meredith.
What?
Perfect. Do you have an extra pair of sunglasses?
Yeah, I'm sure it is somewhere.
For Francis. Did everybody still have their bouquet? Okay, Francis. Let's get this hat off your head.
Why?
Because you were born to wear a crown, baby.
What about these? They're sort of Jackie O.
Ooh, excellent. Oh, very nice, Mindy.
Oh, I want a cigarette.
Here.
Thanks.
Sure. Wait, I want to wear my leather jacket. Oh, I can't find my bouquet.
Oh, hold these.
I think Teresa should hold
diamonds?
They're not?
No, who do you think I am? Liz Taylor? Those are dime store rhinestones.
Oh.
Whole thing cost me about $6. You can have it.
Oh, no, I couldn't.
Sure you could. It's my gift to you since you caught the bouquet.
But it's so nice.
It's junk.
Francis, some things in life are gifts. You can accept it. It's loud.
Well, thank you so much. You're so welcome.
Okay, now, Trip, tell us when.
Everybody squeeze together. Good. Oh, we've got some major